Sweet.
Or Adidas, I should say. Hello! We are going to do a follow the flip update. We did some inventory hunting and sold a couple pairs. Okay, and we're back. So we just want to give you guys an update of what we have for money in our box, what we have for inventory, what we got today, kind of how the trip is going. Are you going to come over into this one? You want to say anything?
Game on, guys. I'm putting the gloves on. I want to get these cleaned and listed because I'm getting tired.
So we started with 5 pairs. You guys saw we started this whole adventure with $25. We had gotten 5 pairs with that. It's been about a week and a half.
It has been since the 27th is really when we started, so it's been about 9 days.
9 days.
I think.
And as of this second, we have $178 in our box. Remember, we're trying to get this box up to $1,000. So we have $178, but even better than that is we have 11 pairs in our inventory. So we've sold through 9 pairs total in this adventure, and we've reinvested into getting more pairs. So we're still growing our profit, we're growing our amount of money in our box, but we're also growing our inventory.
Boom.
So today we got 6 new pairs of shoes, and we spent $29 at our Goodwills in our region. Sundays and Mondays is half off one color, and then it's $1 for another color.
Dollar day.
Yeah, $1 day. So we like to do a lot of our sourcing on Sundays and Mondays at Goodwills, and then at our Salvation Armies on Wednesday is half off every color except one. Jesus. So we went and sourced at how many Goodwills?
We went to 2, 4, 5 at least. 5
Goodwills. We didn't find stuff at all of them, but we walked home with 6 pairs of shoes and spent $29. So it was right around a little under $5 per pair that we bought this morning. And like I said, that brings us up to having 11 pairs in our inventory. We can run through real quick what we got today. We found some youth size Jordan True Flights. They're a youth 5.5. So we'll list them as a women's 7. And they're in really good tread.
That's a big thing. If there's a lot of dirt on them, that you can get the dirt off, but if the tread is just worn down, we usually pass on those. These have really good tread.
We got a pair of Nike Revolutions. Again, good shape. Really good tread on these too. I don't know if you guys can see. They're not worn down at all in the heel or the toe. You're gonna say something?
No.
We got those. We got another pair. Actually, these were $1 because they were blue, and blue stuff was $1 today. They're a Nike Free. Again, just a little, you guys can't really see, in really good shape. They definitely need a little cleanup, which Ryan is working on now. But no like crazy stains in the insole. Like no rips or tears, which is always like the main thing we look at.
Tell them about those, because I walked right by those and didn't even realize.
So I went back to an aisle Ryan had checked and spotted these, which I only knew about because we've sold 2 pairs of these a year ago. Yeah, last year at some point. They're LL Bean duck boot wedges, and these are actually in really good shape. They have a leather midsole, I guess it is. And then they're like a fabric, I think they're waterproof fabric upper. And like I said, they're LL Bean and they're sweet. And we've sold a burgundy pair and a blue pair, and then this is a green pair. So we made sure we snagged these for $5. It was crazy.
Super important to realize, like, I walked right by them, didn't even look at comps, didn't look at anything, and then when Lindsay saw them, she remembered that we had sold those last year. We sold those 2 pairs. We're going to talk a little bit about keeping track as you go. That was so important for us in the beginning. So, right?
Yeah, so the only reason that we knew to get these was because we've had experience with them, and you guys, as you start selling your used shoes or your new shoes or jeans or whatever it is that you're selling, it's super important to keep track of the things that are selling so you know to grab them again. So yesterday you guys saw we had listed a pair of Polo Ralph Lauren shearling lined leather boots that sold within, under 20 minutes of us posting them on Poshmark. So we know we're going to get those if we see them again. Oh, I didn't know we weren't up there. I'm like, no one's commenting.
I didn't realize it either.
Oh, I can't see those. Can you?
Okay, what type of Jordans are those?
They're True Flights.
LL Bean is a great brand. Just sold a pair today.
Awesome. Yeah, LL Bean is dope. And we're in Maine, so luckily we actually find a lot of LL Bean stuff, which is cool. But anything like North Face, Columbia, any of those are going to be great. I'd have to have a woman for those.
Well, here's the thing. Like, granted, we have a man and a woman, and we know different styles and different brands. But what we're talking about is you're basically keeping track of your own comps so that not only you know what sells, but you know what your buyers are buying. The reason we sold 2 pair of those last year is because when we got the first pair, we kind of looked it up. She knew more about the boot than I did, and we decided to take a chance on it. We sold it. Then we came across the second pair. We messaged that lady because she had said, if you ever come across these again, let me know. We messaged her again. Boom, she brought them right away. We can't stress that enough as you're starting off, keeping track of your own comps, because you're finding shoes in your location at the price. You're basically creating your own market, especially if you're using Facebook Marketplace, Let Go, OfferUp to do these local deliveries where you can almost have the sale done before you come home. You're building these relationships with people. It's super important.
Someone said they love finding Teva and Merrell. Yeah, those two things are... We actually got some Teva sandals.
Oh, and Merrell, yeah.
And Merrell mocks. Yeah, we have to list them. I don't think we've listed them yet. But yeah, so these were dope. They were a good find. But make sure you're keeping track on a Google Sheets, or that's what we use, but an Excel sheet. However, pen and paper, if you're old school. Keep track of what has sold and what is selling so that you know you can get more of it. So the Polo boots were great. Now that's a no-brainer for us, which we hadn't sold those before, so we weren't 100% confident, but they sold quick, so now we know. Same with a pair of Timberland boots, women's Timbs that we put up yesterday on Facebook Marketplace, and then we sold this morning. So that was a super quick flip as well. Okay, so we got those, and then we haven't sold this brand before. That is so loud. They're Wolverine leather men's boots that have a fleece lining. These are another $5 find. They're men's 12 wide, which generally in boots, when we find wides, we snag them because a lot of the bigger guys with the bigger feet want that extra space and want the wide. Again, not a brand we've sold before. We checked comps. They looked on Poshmark and Marketplace or Mercari. Okay. So we made sure to look where we're gonna sell them. They looked good, so we're gonna try it. And again, if they do well, there we go. Now we have another brand that we're gonna snag if we see them. The last pair we got, this is the first pair of the day, is a pair of waterproof Sorel. Again, like furry lined winter boots. We live in Maine, so these will do really well on Facebook Marketplace. Everybody's starting to get in that winter season mindset. They need the warmer stuff. So we got these. Again, they need a little cleanup. We definitely want to get the stuff out of the tread, but they're in really good shape. So there's a lot of long comments that are up there.
Got it.
Reach.
When selling on Facebook Marketplace, do you post into specific Facebook groups? I post to a couple of groups, but wasn't sure where Rinzy posts to.
Yeah, so... well, should I talk about it?
Yeah, no, we got an update about Facebook. We're loving it. Things are going. We always post in 10 groups per pair that we post.
This thing is so far away. I thought you said 12 wide. Oh my god, no, not 12.
Gotta go all the way.
12 wide. I think they're actually extra wide. So a big guy, but we'll find a buyer. But yeah, so we got these Sorel boots, another $5. So that's what we got. What's this? 6 pairs, $29. We'll get them all cleaned. Well, some of them cleaned today. We're pretty tired.
Plus the Patriots are playing
tonight. Yeah, Patriots play tonight. I need to reserve some energy so I can stay up and watch that.
But here's the thing too, we're tired. Believe me, I'm not feeling like I want to clean these shoes. I'm going to clean as many as I can tonight. We want to get them ready. The longer that you're sitting on inventory, you want to call it a death pile, whatever you want to call it, obviously if they're not listed anywhere, you can't sell them. We had waited a couple hours to list the two boots, the Timberlands and the Polo boots. And literally within 17 minutes of posting the Polo boots, they sold. And then within a couple hours, the Timberlands sold. And we were like, man, if we had just posted them a little bit sooner, there's no point. I get it. If you're tired, you got kids running around, whatever, but make sure you're not sitting on inventory for very long. Definitely not for more than a day.
Right.
We've done it before. We've sat on inventory longer. There's just no point. If you're going to spend your hard-earned money, if you're trying to go from $25 to $1,000 or 25 to 100 or 500, whatever, if you have inventory and no one knows that you have it, there's zero chance that you're going to sell it, period.
And shout out to everybody who's doing this along with us. We've gotten some messages from people we've kind of inspired to start doing this themselves. And someone, I'll have to go back and check who it was, had messaged us saying they started with $1 pair of jeans that they sold for $35, so their profit's $27. And then you go from there, and just remember to keep reinvesting. Or if you still have more shoes of your own, or your friends or family, keep going with that.
A big thing too, guys, once you start to get some wins, we're going to talk a little bit more about this over the next couple of videos, but don't get fancy. We've got $100 and almost $200 now. It could be very tempting to take that $200 and go to the outlet and buy new pairs because we don't want to clean them and all this stuff. And those pairs cost $20, $30, $40 a piece. However, this is super crucial. Stick to your budget. Our budget is $5 freaking dollars per pair or $10 per pair. Whatever you set your budget for, stick to it and multiply those practices over and over and over and over and over again. And before you know it, we're going to show you real quick. You're going to get to $1,000. Then you can make a decision. Do I want to take a couple, plus you're going to know a lot more about the shoes. There's a gold in knowledge rather than skipping all these steps. Even if you have the money, start with a small budget per pair, and you're going to make mistakes that are $5 mistakes instead of $30, $40, $50 mistakes.
Yeah, if this was you guys know that this is obviously not our first time around with this, but we are treating it as if it was. We're doing everything the same as if we started exactly how we actually did start, with a couple bucks, a couple pairs of shoes, go. We could have quickly realized 9 days in, wow, we do not like this. I do not like delivering shoes. I do not like cleaning shoes. I don't like photographing shoes, whatever. And we're $25 that we're losing. As opposed to if we went and spent, $200 at the Nike outlet, then we're out $200. That's our, cell phone bill. That's way more of a bummer, just to realize that you didn't enjoy that and need to do something different.
It's so true, guys. And again, in the beginning, I didn't like cleaning the shoes. I figured out a way. I put on music. I got Logic blasting in the background usually, and I'm doing my thing, and I'm just in the groove. I know it's got to get done, so I found a way for me to enjoy the process. I don't dick around. I don't diddle dally. I buffalo into that thing, and I just get it done. It takes me very little time to clean all the shoes that we've got, and if I have to do that day after day until all of them are done and they're listed, if we're sourcing every day, then I do it because I want to sell through these as quickly as possible so that we can get to that point and then take the next step up.
Yeah, and it's all, everybody likes Logic, and a lot of people
can't go wrong with Logic.
We're saying go Patriots, so good job, viewers.
Good job.
Yeah, so we will get these cleaned and listed by tomorrow, so then we can sell through, and then we'll do another sourcing trip on Wednesday to some Salvation Armies and give you guys another update on what we find and how much we have in our little black box.
The adventure continues, guys. We're going to show step by step by step how and what it takes to go from $25 to $1,000. We're going to set a pace that, if followed and replicated, will lead to success. If you go half as hard as us, it's going to maybe take you twice as long. Maybe you're a little bit more smart. Maybe in your area, Dollar Day is filled with 20, 30 pairs, so you can get 30 pairs for $1. Maybe your sourcing, the lowest you can get is $10, and you just got to get specific and make that money count. be very strict. It all starts with the sourcing. If you have any questions, send us a DM. And as always, we will post this live video onto our YouTube channel under the playlist Follow the Flip Season 1, where we're taking $25 and turning it into $1,000.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
Flipping shoes.
A little under a fifth of the way there.
Enjoy your Sunday. Go Patriots.